right, everybody. It is time for Losers Bracket Round 1. DylanMeeble versus EarlWeird here on Zelda Speedruns 2. Crimson 8, joined here today with fellow co-commentator Splits Happen, and later on, August. But for now, we have the two of us, so go ahead and say hi.
Hey, everybody. Everybody waiting, hoping for a good race, or do you want an ADC? Do you want a Jet C tonight?
I'm pretty sure if I'm the ZSR viewer's perspective that we all know and love so well, people love suffering on the end of the runners. But you know, over the course of time, I have grown to appreciate when the runners don't have a bad time.
I watched Earl's first match against Marco, and that 50 Skulls bow was so awful that I kind of wish him a good seed, like a Jet seed today.
Yep, we'll see. It's gonna be an interesting race for sure. My first time restreaming a brackets race, my first time rolling a seed for a brackets race. So I've rolled a weekly seed before, and I've rolled a couple of Majora's Mask randomizer seeds before, but we'll see how this one turns out.
Oh god. First time with a brackets race? Oh yeah, this is gonna be a horrible seed, yep. Everybody. This is gonna be a horrible seed, FYI. Forget everything I've said. And they're starting with the Fire Medallion today.
Yep, starting with the Fire Medallion. We'll see if there's enough money out there hiding in Kokiri Forest's first few checks to get them through Deku. Maybe this will be I don't know. I'm honestly hoping that I roll a good seed. I don't want the ire of the viewers or the runners.
Well, you'll never get you won't face the rage of the viewers. You might face the rage of the runners.
Yep. But we're about to find out. 0 seconds has hit the clock, and we should be off to the races. There we go.
Okay, Tunic check. Who wins?
Ooh, dude, they're complimentary. Nice.
I like both, honestly.
Yep. Both going for Kokiri sword chest.
This is a check that a couple of our runners in this tournament have actually started to skip early on and only go back for it when they come back for Deku Tree.
Yep. The reasoning behind doing it is actually pretty sound as well. Oh, nice. I've got a slingshot up there in the chest.
So that would put Goma into logic. We still don't know if it's a medallion or a stone, but at this point, pretty much 100% of the runners end up doing Deku Tree anyways, so...
Yep. So we're very close to being able to do it, and all that's needed is some more money. It'd be interesting to see if the slingshot is enough temptation to go in there with, like, the minimum amount of money just to get by. A bottle with a fish in it. Ooh!
Ooh, hammer.
That looks like her. Oh my god!
And hovers.
Stacked! Okay, alright. That might be peace out time. Yeah, it is. No early Deku, at least for DylanMeeble. Let's see about EarlWeird. Yep, nope, both are peacing out. No. Probably early adult if I had to guess so.
Yeah, with those items, early adult seems to be the play. Definitely.
We'll see here if South Hyrule makes an appearance. Not from Dylan, and...
Oh, Earl is doing it.
Okay, alright, we got some divergence early on, even though both have decided to go out to Hyrule Field. Some divergence is good for us to keep up with.
Yep, I'm guessing Earl will do Grotto to Owl, which is the new metagame for Season 3 as of now.
Yep, and the Owl, I like the change that was made to the Owl in 5.0, because you don't have to watch the cutscene of flying around anymore. That makes the time loss from there a lot less.
Oh yeah, because sometimes you could lose time of day on that cutscene, which
Yes,
sucked.
indeed. And we are joined now by our third commentator, August. Hello, my dude.
Hey, August.
All right. Urgent.
It was that bombs in the open grotto? Oh god.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Wow.
It definitely was.
And there we go.
Hey.
And
What have I
strength
missed?
in child shooting gallery. Okay, you just missed one hell of a start.
Damn it.
Okay, so strength on child shooting gallery. Midas had hammer, hover boots, and a bottle. And Kokiri's sword had a slingshot.
Hammer, strength, bottle, slingshot. Very interesting start.
All right. Well, we saw a Goron City Way of the Hero up on the 4 stones there.
And apparently, fire is foolish, according to chat. Yes.
Ooh. Okay. Foolish fire, early hammer.
That points me to GTG, honestly. And Hammer Rocks in Valley.
Yeah, maybe some Skulltulas. You never know.
Oh, here comes our medallions. One in DC, one in fire. Okay. Yep. Deku Tree. Forest Temple. Ooh.
So that's actually a very good dungeon spread.
Sure
Yes,
is.
it is. Okay. Crimson, what did you roll?
They are King's Hawaiian rolls. No, I'm just kidding. I poured my heart and soul into this seed. So we'll see how it goes. Right, there comes a nice red rupee gain from DylanMeeble. Right.
Oh, so we have a bomb bag too, huh?
Yeah, bomb bag into open grotto, South Hyrule.
And Earl going for that Deku shield in Bombshoe Bowling.
Yeah.
25% discount.
Skull Mask is dead. With Deku Nuts.
So, if you wouldn't mind, did these runners, did they excavate South Hyrule, or did they do the open grotto and go straight to the market?
I think that EarlWeird just took the open grotto and went directly to market.
Yep.
And early adult headed into CAC. Looks like Dylan's gonna stick around as child for just a bit.
Not Dylan, Earl.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
Earl
Dylan
the
did not
Weird, there we
go
go.
at all.
But the thing is, Earl is missing that strength 1 from child shooting because of time of day. So hopefully he gets it soon.
Yep. Coming up with a hint here at Hyrule Castle. Lost Woods Way here.
Interesting. And magic from the Redead Grave in CAC.
This seed is giving our runners
Ooh.
everything. Everything. And Dylan joining team always via shield when needed.
Yeah, always buy a shield. Though I'm not on that team.
Anyone asking who's in the lead just 7 minutes in? You crazy. No one's in the lead just yet.
Yep, all a matter of what these early Fear 0 and 1 checks pan out to be.
I can't believe it. CAC is on the way of the hero. I have never seen that hint in my life.
So we saw CAC Way of the Hero.
Yep. And
All right.
Ice Cavern has Bolero.
Always nice to get the hint for the song in there. Don't need it if you don't want to go grab it. Or don't grab it if you don't need it.
And in this case, they don't, because they have those hover boots, so they can get the song and access to Foolish Fire.
That's most likely our way of the hero. Zelda's Lullaby in the Windmill.
Yep, that's pretty hard required in a seed that, wait, no, excuse me.
No, not really.
Shadow, I was saying Shadow Medallion in my mind, but that is not the case. No, not hard required here, but almost. If you have a Legend of Zelda's Lullaby, chances are it's gonna be pretty way of the hero. So not hard required this time, but very likely.
You usually end up needing it, even if it's not for a dungeon. So we saw that the CL check had Minuet. So that's logical access to Forest Temple as an adult.
Mm-hmm. Gonna go check the graveyard. What good old Dampe has for us. Oh, there's the strength 1.
Yeah, Earl's picking up strength 1.
Yep.
Good
For
thing
both.
that he
Oh,
didn't-
and the Kokiri sword. Hey, blood of knife.
Little stabby.
So looks like Earl is not gonna do the standard 3-song route as a child. Instead, going adult after the ZL check. And can't blame him here. He does have quite a bit available to him as adult with the hammer, the hover boots, the bomb bag, and the strength.
Yeah, that's a pretty good combo. Like, I mean, shoot, I mean, you can get a song at, the Bolero of Fire check, added on top of the free song you already get at Kakariko. You can get a lot of Sphere 0 in Kakariko, and, with the hammer, that's 3 checks in Goron's Maze instantly. It's really nice.
And with the strength, can do Link the Goron as well. And get the song at the Minuet check, which is always good. Songs are always... Oh, there it is. Sun Song.
Yeah, Sun Song.
So now when he goes to the graveyard, he'll be able to do Read at Grave. River is dead.
The River Foolish?
Yes, River is foolish.
Yoki.
They had nothing?
I will be right back, but I will be in earshot of the happenings on.
So I missed that second hint.
I also missed it, but we got on the third hint, Kakariko Village Way of the Hero, as a second copy.
It was a double cac. Apparently second and third were cacs.
Second and third cacs. Okay.
So we got a double cac Way of the Hero. So for those that don't know,
Excellent.
When we say Way of the Hero, it means that there is something in that location, whether it's an item or a song, that the logic requires our runners to get in order to finish the seed. That doesn't mean that our runners can work around it, but at least the logic expects them to get it. And Composer's Grave gives us Song of Storms. That's a scary song, because that always opens the possibility to the well. And we know the well is sometimes...
Yep, and there was the fourth copy of Cac Way of the Hero up there at the Lost Woods Ledge.
Yeah, 5th incoming.
Kakariko. Kakariko Village is Way of the Hero. There's a second copy of Bolero of Fire being located in Ice Cavern. Let's see how it. I'm really interested to see how the seed turns out now. Like, I'm already leaning towards this being like a fast seed, but this, depending on what happens, has the ability to go the wrong way, as does every seed, right? But
Yeah.
I have a good feeling that this might be a really quick seed at the start.
Yep, almost 15 minutes in, and we need a bow, a hook shot, a boomerang, and a Ruto's letter, and light arrows. And magic. So 6 items to go.
We found magic.
I got one magic
oh,
already.
We do.
Yep. So just the other stuff.
And we have Way of the Hero Goron City incoming.
Yep. About to see what it is. Hopefully. We may wind up with the child Goron City Way of the Hero.
And a high five bloopy pickup.
I missed that hint.
I think that
I
was
also
Graveyard?
missed it.
That's what chat's for.
Market.
Market Way of the
That's Way of the
Market.
Hero.
Probably for the strength.
So we have all our Way of the Heroes already.
Right, can confirm.
And the ice arrows in the icy waters. Monk F.
That's
Alright,
always a
this is-
good hint to get. Icy waters. It's just so out there. So Goron City Way of the Hero is child Goron City.
Yeah, we
It
can
seems
confirm.
like
And I can't see what's on the volcano.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was.
Not see. Oh, okay, Requiem.
So given that Spirit Temple is a stone, not the greatest.
But at least it gives you another song.
Free song.
And according to chat, it might be Bomb Chews up here on the volcano, but Earl's gonna grab it,
That
and
is
it
it.
is.
Yep.
Can't argue with bomb chews, really. I mean, they're just faster bombs.
And
Fast
Dylan
boy
is using his hammer, checking out Medigoron.
Ocarina, song
Ocarina time is vanilla.
Okay, that's not the best song for OOT. It's not the worst either.
It doesn't open a whole lot of checks, so hopefully we don't need to complete our 3 stone dungeons to pick up the Ocarina of Time. Earl's gotta be quick. 3, 2, 1.
Nope.
Oh, that sucked.
Oh, pain.
Oh yeah, Scrubs tournament. That Cubs and SDG Sean seed that they required Song of Time on OOT for Bosky in Water Temple. That was rough.
Baby, I've had one of those before. That feels no good.
So both of our runners here in the crater seem to be neck and neck, despite having checked slightly different things.
Yep. Goron
So
was
one
all in
Goron
advantage-
hit.
One advantage that Dylan has over Earl right now is the fact that he has ZL, so he
Yep.
can check both of the fairies, and Earl cannot because he
Dylan-
still hasn't gone to the windmill.
Yeah, and Dylan is also about to catch up on one of the checks that Earl found in South Hyrule at the open grotto. There's bombs underneath that grotto in the crater.
Yep, that's very convenient. Now he has bombs. He can full clear Dodongo's cavern, pick up his light medallion. Might actually be tempted to jump inside the fire temple real quick. especially given that Bolero is in the ice cavern.
Yep,
And
at least you get to see if your boss key is like a little farther in.
yep.
And with just 2 checks remaining, Zora's Fountain is foolish. So
All right.
our 3 foolish hints are Zora's River, Zora's Fountain, and the Fire Temple.
Is anybody else concerned about the fact that we have 0 hints on skulls?
We don't.
I always
anybody took
assume
the time to
30, 40,
check.
and 50 are dead.
I don't think anybody is going to take the time to check the hint that's in the wall here at Death Mountain Crater.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
not in the
anybody-
crater.
Maybe Dylan will, because he's primed and ready to respawn right where he needs to if he takes a death.
There's our
50's
first
dead.
skull hint. Just the shield on the summit ferry. So our runners are once again going to converge here into Dongo's Cavern. EarlWeird with a slight lead, given the route.
Oh!
And
Tunic!
Tunic,
Oh yeah, this Sid is giving them everything.
It is!
Wow.
Holy cow!
It's still early. We are less than 20 minutes in. Still a whole lot of seed to see.
Yes, indeed. Let's see if this gets checked. Oh, we are going to get a possible look at it, maybe. Gonna drop down just a piece of heart. Void.
Yeah.
Nope.
At this point, if I were Dylan, I'd be extremely tempted to go into Fire Temple just to see if I need the bow. Although I suppose you could pick up a bow somewhere here in the Dongo's Cavern.
Nope.
And I think that's, what, 2 Skulltulas for Dylan?
Nope. 3.
But with all that progression, this is insane.
Gonna go
It
back
was-
into Goron's.
It was just last night that Zooter had a new world record seed.
Really?
1 hour and 21 minutes by what the hell's happened.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah,
That is
it was quite a race.
Crazy. Gonna take a jaunt back into Lost Woods to see if he can pull some Way of the Hero.
Yes, we are, Trent. Yes, we are.
Bow, hook shot, light arrows, boomerang, and Rudo's letter.
And gonna release the fish. Fishy friend can have the whole forest to himself.
Dylan, grabbing that ferry.
I was wondering what was
Yeah,
happening there for a second.
Yeah, I was thinking bugs, but then I noticed he's got 1 heart, he's got 3 heart containers, and that's no fun if you're looking to fight the dragon.
Nice Mito skip.
Yep.
That was very clean.
Beautiful.
And Earl hasn't found anything in DC as of now.
Yep.
Now I'm kind of disappointed.
It's so far Baron DC. We have 2 Way the Hero locations to suss out still. Lost Woods and Goron City. Both will be child checks.
And even if we found at least 2 things in Kakariko, you also have those 5 checks, which are the skull checks, which are scary. Well, 4, because 50's dead. But they're still scary.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we haven't found anything else in CAC aside from ZL yet.
Magic. We found magic.
Magic. Okay.
So it could also be those 2 items, and that's it.
Or it could be 10 or 20 skulls. And choose on the last chest into Dongo's Cavern. But EarlWeird heading into the easiest boss of the game. Dylan finding out that Kakariko is double Way of the Hero.
Yes, sir. Oh man, I am so jealous that I don't get to play this scene. I want it. At least right now, I want it.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. As of now, yes, I want it to be able to play it. But then if it gets troublesome later on.
Now, you want a guaranteed easy seed, you ask what the hell's happened for that world record one. But the King Dinosaur has been defeated. Let's see what he's holding. As Dylan might be headed back, child. Yes, sir, indeed. Nothing, absolutely nothing in DC.
Except for that medallion. At least it's a medallion.
It's the light medallion, though.
That light cookie is the only flavor of cookie that the Girl Scouts did not adopt, because it has no flavor. Other than to get you through.
It's not a lemon ginger snap?
Nope, not even that.
Shucks. So Dylan, on his way up to the castle, is going to be able to full clear that. Also knows that Market is Way of the Hero. I think he knows that at this point.
I don't remember who saw the hint.
Great. Kind of wrapping up on some stuff that we have already seen.
Yeah, I think though it's about to explode as Dylan is going to go from here into Lon Lon, into the Deku Tree and the Lost Woods.
Oh yes, for sure. Way of the Hero Lost Woods, chain it directly into a Way of the Hero Goron City.
That's right.
It's a fruitful path ahead of DylanMeeble. The dog got in the way of the Chew Train. Finally got that ZL on EarlWeird's side. I wouldn't think so, but let's see if that keeps him around at Adult Any.
Yeah, might be headed up to fire after the Redead Grave here.
Maybe
I
so.
think he would have gone fire, at least to see if he needs the bow before going down to DC. I don't know. I may be wrong.
There's the Lost Woods hint for Dylan and magic for Earl.
Oh, this is always nice to get the Dinspire Fairy on your first
Yes, it is.
time in Hyrule Castle. That's always nice. Songs are hard.
Yes, they are. They certainly are. Let's see if the ZL winds up paying out as Way of the Hero and a fairy. Oh yeah, Mo Nuts! Definitely. Let's go. Win the game.
Way of the Hero Fairy.
Swinging a heavy set.
Yes, indeed.
But Earl in the graveyard is gonna be able to get the Sun Song grave check that Dylan had to orphan off here.
Yep. See what that has. Got his butter knife in tow though. That's a nice little luxury. I've been seeing the butter knife appear more and more often on seeds.
Honestly, yes.
Kokiri sword is a really nice luxury to have. A lot of people underestimate it.
And Gavaroni in chat pointing out that Dylan has the Song of Storms. He could go into that grotto right there, but he's not gonna.
Not gonna.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that hint being checked in a bracket race, to be honest.
Actually, don't you need Din's Fire to get that? Or is that the other hint?
No,
For the
that's
one near the valley, you
one
need
near the valley.
Din's
Yeah,
Fire.
you need an explosive source, which they do have.
Yep, there is a hint in that grotto as well as a Skulltula. But if you need that Skulltula in a seed, just forfeit. That's a bad seed.
Alright. Up to Lon Lon Ranch. Time to see some new stuff.
And I'm
And I'm
guessing
gonna-
he's going to...
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna just, like... I might die, and someone might have to take the restream if there's a boomerang here at Lon Lon Ranch.
Why?
No dying.
Because
I don't...
that totally, like, that makes it to where even if skulls are necessary in any regard, like, just, it's free. So free.
The problem is that bananas don't go very well with milk. Or chicken.
This is true.
Now, if Talon sold bottles or jars of peanut butter, it'd be a different story.
You know, just
Not gonna
know
lie, I
that's-
saw yellow for a second, and I was like, what?
Yeah, Lord Banana isn't that yellow. And actually, I'm curious, maybe Dylan plays the Sun Song here and grabs an extra Skulltula.
Not a bad move, but also there's a lot of guaranteed progression ahead of him, so we don't know.
What
Vanilla.
I'm expecting... Yep.
I
What I'm
think the big brain
expecting-
play would be to do Sun Song right after the silo, grab that skull on the back of the corral, then head over to the Kokiri Forest. That's
Yep.
just me. Earl the
And
Weird
another.
is going into the desert.
Yeah, I think Dylan's gonna go to get the song in the Colossus after the silo.
Maybe even the fairy as well. Following
And
up
maybe
on
the
CL
fairy.
Land Hero.
And if he wants, I doubt he wants to because it's stone, but he could potentially even dip it. But I wouldn't do it based on all the progression and the information that he has.
Oh, man. Well, he can't dip just yet. He could dip as child. He
As
can't
a
dip
child,
in
yeah.
As adult. We have Prelude of Light.
Prelude.
Not only was the temple foolish, the song outside of it technically is.
Ooh, and Dylan walking out of Lon Lon Ranch. You know what that means. Gerudo Valley incoming.
Yep. And I think it was Prelude in Colossus.
Yep, Prelude up there.
So, especially given that he walked out of Lon Lon, he definitely should have picked up that skull.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, at that point, yes. I agree.
Alright, Earl the Weird warping back to the Temple of Time. Looks like he's going to be joining Dylan 7 years in the past. Let's see where he heads to first.
We'll see how it goes.
So our way of the hero locations are the Lost Woods, Goron City, Double Kakariko Village, and the Market.
And if you're curious at some point else and you've forgotten what we said, you can hit that exclamation WOTH command that will tell you everything that we know so far. Similarly, you can type exclamation foolish to see what we're not going to see.
Zora's River, Zora's Fountain, and unfortunately the Fire Temple Baron, but we need to jump in there for our Forest Medallion.
Yeah, and when it's foolish, the boss keys usually either highest Goron or
Oh!
the bow.
Hello.
Sphere Zero bow.
Luckily for EarlWeird, even if they skip the valley, there are 2 other bows out there. Hopefully the second and third bow aren't both in Gerudo Valley as well.
Let's see.
Oh, a double bow here would be amazing.
That's a bomb chew in the waterfall. 30 skulls is dead. Only 40 remain of the guaranteed hints. Arrow?
Welcome, Arrow Razor.
Yeah, you go ahead and tell him.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy seed so far. We just need the hook shot, light arrows, boomerang, and the letter. We have Goron City and Lost Woods Way of the Hero to get progress from still. So it's looking pretty nice.
I agree with no pen name girl. Crimson will be asked by all runners to roll their seats.
That's what it looks like right now.
It looked like Dylan was gonna check around the lake for those hint stones, but changed his mind. Very interesting play. It's under the lake. What is that?
Piece of heart.
It's a piece of heart.
That's a piece of pizza.
Soggy pizza.
We have double Cack Way of the Hero with Zelda's Lullaby and Magic so far as our evidence.
We have 4 sometime hints. We have the water temple gilded chest is dead. We have the Bolero Fire is in Ice Cavern. We have the Pierre is a piece of heart, I believe it was. And then Icy Waters is also dead. So we're missing 1 more. And the 40 hints. And Bigoron. I think
Bigoron has a wallet.
Oh, Bigoron has a wallet?
Yep,
I didn't write
Bigoron
that
has
one.
a big old cash sack.
We have folks in chat hoping that our runners come across the Mirror Shoulder Dins. They're hoping for an all dungeons need required seat.
Yep. What's new with the viewership though? I mean, let's be honest. Like I said right at the start, how I've grown an appreciation for having seeds that the runners enjoy, but I was a viewer first.
So Dylan now going around the lake, getting some extra hint stones. Let's see what Earl decides to do after Lanon Ranch here. And he's save warping. He's headed to Deku Tree.
Yep.
Or no, he's going into the
Saria
meadow
song. Saria song check at least. This is something we have not seen. Vanilla.
Ooh. It's Vanilla Saria song, which means that they can full clear Goron City.
That's a good point.
That's pretty big.
So I'm guessing he's going to do Goron City even before Deku at this point.
That would be my play for sure.
Yeah, and definitely not a bad idea.
Dylan gonna go get the song as child. Let's
Let's
I don't
see if
see
he
any reason
dips
to
in.
dip it, but let's see if it
Yeah,
happens.
me neither.
I don't think he would.
I think at this point it would be a really bad gamble. But you never know with Rando. It could be the play to make. But getting Prelude there is very convenient for when he needs to return adult.
40 skulls, does that say double defense?
Yes. So
Either way,
40's dead.
30 through 40 and 50 dead. 30, 40, 50 dead. Pretty good.
Yep. None of our always hints leading to trolls. So if there's a troll out there, it's not hinted at.
Unhinted trolls are the best ones, though.
Yeah, they are.
Meanwhile, Earl is skipping the Lost Woods in Goron City and headed straight into the Deco Tree. Picking up the stick first.
Not the worst choice.
It's not the worst choice, but I question it.
I imagine Dylan is close behind.
Oh, sorry.
Just said, I imagine Dylan's gonna be right there with him in just a minute or two.
Yep. And it's not the worst plate because you can go back through Lost Woods. You have Saria's song, so you can dip to the left, grab the Skull Kid and the Scrub without having to pass by Goron City, then come back. So it's a trade-off. I'm not exactly sure how much time you save and or lose by selecting it this way, nor if there's really any. But either way you put it, both of these decisions do lead to guaranteed progression.
Yeah, that's true.
One of them
would
at
be
least
amazing
logically, and the other hard required.
It would be amazing if Dylan cleared the Lost Woods, Goron City, found his boomerang and the letter, and then finds like the silver scale in the Deku Tree. That would be very, very convenient.
That would be amazing.
So, alright, half a Deku Tree, nothing.
Getting healthy.
Yeah, not too bad for the Vivagia fight. Although they do have the Goron tunic. And Dylan, right back into the Lost Woods. We're gonna get some progression.
Yep. Time to see what the Lost Woods Way of the Hero is gonna be. Somewhere along the line, we're gonna find it.
Yep, not there. 3 more checks. No, Dylan, the scrub is not interested in Zelda's letter. That's the garden cat.
Oh,
there's double magic.
Me, that's the double magic that puts maybe magic in as Way of the Hero there and not in CAC.
No, it can't be.
No. That would exclude both of them.
That would exclude both of them.
So there's something else in CAC, there's something else in the Lost Woods.
Alright, let's erase magic from the Haruto's letter!
There it is.
That looks like Way of the Hero to me.
And silver scale in the Deku Tree.
Oh my god.
I promise I'm not a witch.
Yeah!
So hookshot or the boomerang or something trolly is in Goron City.
Yep. So this means we're gonna have to see a return to Kakariko, either for the sole purpose of doing the adult shooting gallery, or we go and we do the dreaded chickens.
Or 10 or 20 skulls. That's also possible. CAC Way the Hero. And a bloopy in the basement. 1 final check in Deku Tree. Meanwhile, DylanMeeble headed into Goron City. What are we gonna find in here? Is it gonna be the hookshot? Is it gonna be Lord Banana, the light arrows? Or is it gonna be something trolly like the Mirror Shield, Strength 2, Din's Fire?
Okay. Here comes the best dance to ever be removed from a game.
I think this is the only cutscene I actually missed.
Yes, let us petition Test Runner and the devs to put it back in. And
well,
just
this
some
and my
pizza.
Alright, Goron Pottery. Let's see what it is.
Meanwhile, EarlWeird taking on Queen Goma. Let's hope for a 1 cycle. 1, 2, 3.
Done.
Good one cycle on Earl's side. So Earl needs to go and get that bow, like right now.
Yeah, that is Dylan's biggest advantage at the moment. But again, there's 2 other bows. Unless they're bow locked, it's not going to be too bad for Earl. But we'll want to see a bow on that right-hand side of the screen sooner rather than later.
All right, what's on the Goron pottery? A hook shot.
Hook shot. All right. Chat got it right. We are hunting down Lord Banana.
Wow.
Can't believe this.
All right, it's a boomer hunt seed.
It's not going to be in Fire Temple. Could be Vanilla. Could be in Forest Temple. Could be somewhere else.
Yeah. Probably. We still have that one way of the hero to explore in CAC. Since the magic was officially excluded.
Oh, that's right.
From the pool.
So our runners switching places. Dylan going into Deku, Earl going into Lost Woods and Goron City. And I imagine, actually, I think Earl might be a big brain play if he goes into Zor's river, or Zor's domain, and actually checks the vanilla boomerang chest. I think that's the play to make at this point.
The gambles.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't even be a gamble because he needs to do it anyways at some point. So if he does it now, then Rudo will be on top of Jabu instead of in the basement. So he'll save a couple of minutes.
Yep. And he could come across Ferror's Wind in Zora's domain.
Oh,
that would
yeah,
be convenient. Right. And the Skull Kids on Earl's side might be doing some copyright infringement on the Serenade of Water Composer. Oh, no, they didn't quite get it. Missing a note.
Yeah,
it's the only song these guys can give you in vanilla.
Oh, they're just going straight up the scale.
Yeah, not very creative tonight.
Yep, pentatonic scales are the only thing that you can possibly do anything with in Zelda, so they're just like, alright, heck it, we'll make a song out of it.
Kakariko did not have the mirror shield. Chat is just trolling.
Okay. I'm gonna cross that hook shot pretty soon.
Yeah, this is quite the seed so far.
Super
we are
Jetty
just looking
first here.
Banana and light arrows.
But of course, our next way of the hero in CAG is going to be something like a wallet. Or something like that. Or a tunic. Like a Zora tunic at this point would be amazing.
Oh. For a Zora tunic to be way of the hero, we would also have to have it locking a wallet of some kind as well, because we know where one of those is, or possibly even the Big Goron's claim check.
Chap making a good point. ZL in a Way of the Hero location unlocks Song of Storms. That could be Way of the Hero for the bottom of the well.
Yep, they have full access to it. And not only do they have full access to it, the next time they go back to Kakariko, it's definitely going to be as a child. So, I mean, it's on your path and full clearable. Unlocked by a Way of the Hero, something or another. Oh my.
Oh. So I missed the tunic.
I missed it as well, so yeah, alright.
Yeah, so right now the only checks that runners haven't made in CAC would be adult shooting gallery, chickens, and 10 and 20.
And the Burning Kakariko song.
And the Burning
That's
Kakariko
not
song,
gonna...
yes.
Yeah, that's not gonna get us our boomerang, though. Whatever that might be. But EarlWeird now finished up with Goron City, finished up with the Lost Woods. Let's see them dive into the river. And they are headed that way. So we know Zora's River is barren, but Earl might drop down to get some hints. There's 2 in the river, 1 in the grotto. But might
Maybe
just
so.
opt to rush into domain. Yeah, he's doing the latter.
I think that
Yeah,
our runners have all found every hint except for frogs too. Or are we still missing one sometimes?
And 1 sometimes, yeah.
One sometimes hint and frogs too. Okay. Mm-hmm. Something on frogs too. Hmm. That's an easy all dungeons. Not even convoluted.
There's always a frogs 2 hint.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Even if the river is barren.
Yeah, it can't be frogs too.
It can't be frogs too. Yep, you're right. You are right. Collecting chickens is a piece of heart.
Oh,
That's our
good.
sometimes.
That is a very convenient check there, hint for EarlWeird. That's all. So it is Adult Shooting Gallery, Burning Cac, 10 or 20 skulls. Way the hero for Kakariko Village. So I think at this point, 50 minutes in, EarlWeird has a slight advantage, given that he has cleared out Dodongo's Cavern. But Dylan has the bow.
I would give it to Dylan because of the bow. The advantage.
But there's 2 other bows out there.
With the pace that this seed has given our runners, I might not be surprised if that's the only bow.
Yeah, and the other thing too, this is gonna be what swings my my determination of who has the advantage, is if EarlWeird decides to take the Gerudo Valley route and pick up that bow, because he does have moderately okay access to it right now with a scale, access to Lake Hylia, but he does have to walk all the way around, and he has CAC Way of the Hero to go off of. But then again, if you're Earl, you've seen that chicken's hint, and you're probably gonna want to go and stick out some skulls too before you return there for the first time. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yep, Dylan, though, making his way into domain. I want to see whether either of these runners goes into Jabu Jabu without the boomerang. And finds a vanilla manor.
Oh, that would be the cherry on top of the seed. But yeah, I think
it would be the banana on top of the seed.
I think both our runners will at least dip Jabu, honestly, at this point.
There's
Another bottle. So nothing in domain.
We still don't know.
EarlWeird making the play.
Gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the play to make. Let's see if Dylan follows suit.
Gonna try to find that last hint. For us, at least. Okay, and into the big whale he goes.
I'm pretty sure it's a fish.
Uh-oh. Chat pointing out, Dylan skipped the chicken's hint. We'll see if he catches it on his way back up.
Yeah, he might be feeling so like he's in such a jet seed that he's not thinking about hints. He might be thinking, all right, I found most of the hints. I don't need to check hint stones. But that would be one not to skip.
Yeah, that would be a time loss that will save him like 2.5 minutes.
All right. In terms of execution, DylanMeeble's execution both in Child Goron City and Zora's Domain have been a little ahead of EarlWeird, so catching up on some of the potential time loss for not seeing that if he doesn't see it.
Yeah, both runners with very good, tight execution so far. I haven't really seen any mess-ups other than the one death. I think that was Earl in the crater. But that's not much.
Almost forgot to check the waterfall chest there.
Yeah, he's feeling the jet seed. The jet seed juju.
Nice alliteration.
Yeah, at the level of our runners, and this seed being so jet-like as of now, at least, you know that one little mistake could cost you the race.
Yep, he's lining up to go and get that. Line up to go get that prize, and we'll see if that hint. Bean potion.
Yeah, let's see if he sees it. No, he's gonna skip it.
Not gonna see it.
Dylan! Damn it.
There's still one other copy of it out there somewhere, but if you're skipping hints right now, maybe skipping hints later may not be something that you come across.
Yeah.
Yep, look, skipping this other hint over on the left too, or maybe just saving it for later. Given that the Zora's Fountain is foolish, that's a
Here we go. What is
play.
it? Oh, it's just bomb shoes. Alright, so nothing in Jabba without the boomerang.
The Bam chose.
So at this point, I think the best place to check is the bottom of the well. We have the ice cavern, the bottom of the well open, forest temple open, Dampe digging, bow minigame, Baron Fire Temple, 10 big pose, a couple checks in Hyrule Field, and then west towards the desert. Oh man, and Earl with 40 bomb chews.
Yep, with a big whopping 40. Earl feeling the need to go catch those skulls. Rightly so. After seeing that chicken's hint.
I don't think Dylan did see the chicken tent.
Oh, sorry,
No,
Earl.
he did not.
Earl.
Yeah, Earl did.
But either way, 10 skulls for sure is something you want to collect.
He's at 5 right now, and can get 5 more in Night Cac. So that's a 10 for Earl.
Now the question is, does Earl do the well while he's in Night Cac?
If
I
was
don't
Earl,
think he's
I
going to
would.
Night Cac. I think he's going
He's
into
gonna-
fire. Fire, maybe Forest Temple.
Yeah, he's.
Oh,
Oh,
is-
Where? No.
Oh, he's just
apparently
taking.
not.
He's just taking a different route to get himself out of Hyrule Castle.
Oh, that's right. We don't have Nocturne. Actually, we don't have a lot of warp songs.
Nope.
Just Minuet, Requiem, and Prelude. And yep, he is thinking about Skulltulas.
100%. Rightly so. Coming out with those
And finding the unfortunate news that not a vanilla boomerang. But EarlWeird making a beeline for Kakariko, Way of the Hero. Still looking for one progression item in here.
And in Dylan's case, it makes total sense to go adult. You can finish fire, you can do forest, you can do the dongos.
That's a lot of guaranteed progression.
And hopefully the boomerang is somewhere along.
Yep, Dylan going straight into the Forest Temple while EarlWeird is going to do some spooter hunting. And we'll be really curious to see if he goes into the bottom of the well after this, if he gets nothing.
No, I think something that would be really interesting is one of the first few checks in Forest actually has a bow. That would be huge.
That would be incredibly huge.
Because then it'd be a battle for that one final item.
Yeah, not to mention, going on this route that Dylan is taking, gonna put him at 20 skulls by the time he visits Kakariko again, no matter what.
Yeah, that's right.
5 here in Forest gets him to 14 after the one that he just got. If he has to dive a little bit deeper into fire, if he knows the trick, he can get one there on the way, doing it aside from the one that's in the hammer chest, so that's 16. And then there's just 4 more to go, which can easily be covered by nighttime Kak as a child.
Yeah, but we have 4 bottles. Nothing on 10 skulls.
Yes, happy 1 hour mark, everybody.
Yeah, we're looking for the banana and the light arrows. Not quite potential for a world record, but it's definitely a jet seed.
We know that the Water Temple Gilded chest is dead as well. That's one of our sometimes hints.
Yep, and the Icy Waters. Actually, all of Zora's Fountain barren.
Yep. We have Pierre in the Fire Temple, correct? As marked as dead.
Yes,
sir.
It's dead.
Okay, Pierre is marked as dead. The Gilded chest in Water Temple is dead. Ice arrows underneath Jabu. Chickens are dead, and then there's one more that I am missing.
Serenade check is Bolero.
Right. I have that marked somewhere.
And Earl, going back to the Temple of Time, I think he's done not dipping the well. Meanwhile, Dylan making good progress in the Forest Temple, making his way around the courtyard with those hover boots. Floor Master chest first. Now, if you're Earl, where do you go?
I think you dip Forest first. Yeah,
looks like you're right.
Because based on the songs that we're missing, I don't think the Prelude check will give him something that useful in general.
It's either going to be Serenade or Nocturne of Shadow.
And those are things that he currently doesn't need.
Doesn't need, but it is also, if it's Nocturne, that gives Dylan an easy in to Kak whenever he wants to go. So
that's true.
He doesn't have to run. So not only is EarlWeird going to be set back by not having been able to finish the Forest Temple and return to come here, but Dylan gains a fair chunk of time by not having to run back to Kakariko.
Yep, he also has to do DC.
Yeah, I think at that point, Dylan after Forest will actually go Fire. And maybe getting that song before heading to DC, just in case it's Nocturne.
Very swag strats to get on this courtyard island. But unless this chest in the well is a bow, Earl is out of luck. And no bow in the Forest Temple for Earl. If it is, it's a bow-locked bow.
And it's a piece of... Gonna be plugging along here. I think it's gonna be looking to me like if it wasn't already, Dylan's got a thing swinging in his favor.
Yeah, getting that bow.
That sounds like it could be very dirty.
That's true. That's also
just throwing it out there.
It don't mean a thing. Does it ain't got that swing. Okay. Now we get to see Bowlock checks. This is an even more exciting Upper Forest Temple than I imagined it would be. I figured that we would just be looking for an item, but if we do come across another bow, oh boy, significantly reduces the chance on the right side of your screen that you get a different bow.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this puts Earl at how many? I haven't kept track on that side. 14. Okay, not bad, not bad.
Yeah, at least his dip was worth it to some extent to get those calls. If there's something on 20, then he's got a shot. However, if the Way of the Hero item is in a shooting gallery, that's gonna cost him not doing the valley.
Yeah, bow mode is absolutely horrible. Okay, just rocking on through. So let's talk about the previous race of both DylanMeeble and Weird, their previous races. Obviously, they've both been knocked down into the losers bracket, and this is round 1 of that. For any of y'all around the results from either of those races?
I remember I watched the EarlWeird against Marco race. I don't quite recall who was Dylan's opponent in winners round 1.
Was it Nephistos?
Or was it Neff? Oh yeah, I watched that one as well. The infamous, Neff is gonna go ice, so I'll go ice. And then Neff didn't go ice.
Yep, both their opponents in the winners bracket are very skilled, accomplished French racers, and both of them knocked these two down here in the losers. So this is going to be the last tournament race for one of these runners. It's looking good that DylanMeeble will be moving on, but this is rando. Anything can happen. And I guess it was Rosca Tyrant versus Dylan.
Is it Rosca? Okay.
think that's what chat is helping us. Rosca, also a very good rando racer.
Incoming Stone of Agony. Hello, Mr.
Yeah.
Paperweight.
Exactly what our runners need.
Meanwhile, it looks like Earl is gonna make a play for the Fire Temple. Nope, never mind. Where's he going?
Possibly the Kakariko.
I think he's
What?
going to go to DC to get skulls.
That feels bad, man.
And then get the 20 check.
Oh, hasn't done the Song of Storms. He might be chasing his Zelda's Lullaby, Way of the Hero. We've checked a whole bunch of the fairy fountains. In fact, I think we checked all the fairy fountains, minus the Gold Gauntlets check. So, yeah, I don't know if the ZL unlocks a whole lot other than Song of Storms in the bottom of the well. It doesn't help us Spirit Temple at the moment. We don't have Silver Gauntlets. We don't have Iron Boots, so it's not for the Water Temple. We also don't have a Nocturne, so it's not in the Shadow Temple. Oh, I guess it did. Yep, chat pointing out it unlocked the hook shot in Goron City.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. Huh.
So we know, at least as of now, we know one of our Way of the Heroes in CAC. We know Magic is not one of them.
Yep. So, leading to a hook shot, heavily putting it in contention for that Way of the Hero spot. But as the sentence has been repeated many times and will continue to be repeated many times, this is rando. There are still 2 checks out there, and just because there is something that is marked Way of the Hero once or even twice doesn't mean that that limits what you get there. So, we'll see.
Yep, Dylan has not been back to CAC since he picked up the bow. So we've not seen that shooting gallery check. But just 2 more things here in the Forest Temple. Pretty sure he has the boss key, so they're guaranteed to be random.
Yeah, the boss key was in Floor Master chest.
Ready. 20 left to go. Aside from the adult shooting.
It would be so amazing that 20 is a bow, and then archery has like light arrows or a boomerang. That would be amazing.
And we're gonna get Fire Temple out of the way on EarlWeird's side.
Hopefully he doesn't need that bow.
Yeah, let's see. This has the potential to be really bad, or it can be something that plays out in his favor. If there's a bow somewhere in there and it's bow locked, or if there is a well,
So
there
we're
can't be a bow in there because
yeah, it's barren.
it's barren and nothing bow locked.
Yeah, that's what Melrose is pointing out is completely correct. If the Burning Cack song is Nocturne and it is Way of the Hero, then that would mean that Shadow has light arrows. That would be the only thing. Because Boomerang would be locking Burning Cack.
Just a small key from the first chest near the boss door.
Boy. Got one more Skulltula hint, or Skulltula hint, Skulltula itself. coming to play.
Yep.
Leaving
30, 40, 50 dead. Arrows in the basement of Forest Temple. Come on, Phantom Ganon.
We all know Phantom Ganon's gonna give us our long shot because of Sea Falcon.
Now, I think Phantom Ganon is low on potassium, so I think he's been bananaing it up. But here we go, DylanMeeble.
Bananaing.
Yep. DylanMeeble entering one of the hardest bosses of the game. Not sure who's harder, Phantom Ganon or Twin Rova. Probably Twin Rova.
Twin Rova for the
Just 'cause of the-
RNG's sake. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the RNG is horrible.
Second small key. Uh-oh.
Ooh. Oh, one more hit is all it takes for a death to Phantom Ganon on DylanMeeble's side.
I think he still has that berry.
Oh, that's right. Check it out. A safety berry. Yo.
Yep.
Coming in
Brain
handy.
play.
That would be pretty. That would have been a pretty clutch time to have it.
Meanwhile, EarlWeird has not found the boss key just yet. 4 more checks available to him.
Yeah, you know whenever fire is foolish, the boss key is high as Goron or Hammer Chest. Unfortunately, that's how Rando goes.
Small key.
And Dylan, brain playing with the Sun Song, thinking about those Skulltulas and Kakariko Way of the Hero.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if EarlWeird grabs more small keys here in low fire temple, not bow locked.
Correct.
So could be the case that doesn't get anything in fire temple, or is not going to get anything in fire temple. But if the small key placement is favorable for him, then well, there's one more. There's one more.
One more in the next 2 checks.
That's a big. That's a big Monka S right there. You are praying for a boss key or a small key. That's the only thing that you want to see coming up here in Fire Temple if you're Earl
Oh my god, Pierre with the
know,
boss key would be awful.
It would be, but we found that hint, so
Oh right.
not gonna happen tonight. So Dylan now making a beeline for Dodongo's Cavern. Picking up some quick health here. Good to know that these rocks have 3 hearts in them each.
I still have to learn how to do that strat. Pick up that Skulltula inside the rock.
I think that is hookshot extension, if I'm not mistaken. Dylan, unfortunately, not able to go mode this Baron DC. We know it's Baron, but it's not hinted at being Baron.
Yep.
So for fire to have another bow, it would mean that it needs to be bow locked because this is foolish, which means that Earl
No,
would
there
need to
cannot-
build it.
All the small key
There
requirements.
cannot be a bow.
Yeah, there can
cannot
be a bow after the if it's bow locked. So if you need the bow in order to keep going and fire, then a bow can be deeper.
Yes.
But not if it's Baron.
Yes, even if it's Baron.
Even if it's Baron.
Are you sure?
A bow locked bow in somewhere Baron can still appear. Same for bombs, same for strength. A strength locked with strength can still be located in a Baron area.
For some reason, that doesn't sound right to me.
Because logically, you still need another one in order to get that one, so you can.
That is the case.
Yeah, no. Baron locations cannot have any progression items. It can have Big Goron sword, things double defense, but yeah, I'm pretty sure no progression items can be in a Baron location.
But at that point, the second bow or the second bomb bag wouldn't be progression, because to get it, you already have one.
But it's still classified as a progression item.
Yeah, I've ran into this before. It's happened. It happened with bombs on a commentary session I had, either at the beginning of season 3 or somewhere at the end of season 2.
All right, I will defer to wiser minds. But good news for EarlWeird, not bow locked in the Fire Temple.
Yep.
So made it to the upper maze.
Hopefully he'll get the boss key here and not have to go all the way to the other checks, knowing he'll get nothing.
At this point, just 3 or 5 more possibilities. So that's the 7th small key here in the Fire Temple. There's 1 more small key, 1 boss key.
Alrighty. Very fortunate for Earl that this isn't a setback. As much as it could have been, it is not. The odds worked out in. It actually takes a tremendous amount of luck to get all the small keys required happen before you become bow locked. Really doesn't happen that often. Not the rarest thing, but it's not the most common either.
Yeah, I don't think I recall my last seed that I didn't need a bow here in Fire Temple at all.
We are going into the deepest part of the Fire Temple. Let's hope it's in the compass chest and not up the volcano.
Got a dead Pierre.
And Dylan... Oh, I guess he went all the way back to get that Skulltula.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more checks.
Piece of pizza on the compass chest. All up to the highest Goron to save us from the worst fate.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to the hammer chest first.
Yeah, because he can drop down to get the highest Goron from there.
Yeah, given he's just looking for the boss key, I would be very, very tempted to do the highest Goron first.
I think I would have done highest Goron first, yes.
Meanwhile, let's hope Dylan doesn't die to the easiest boss in the game.
He's got a safety fairy just in case. Alright. King Dodongo is dead. What does he have? I already know.
Yeah, I think it was a recovery hard.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna need that, right?
Yes, he will.
Alright. Was a recovery heart. But he's not gonna get it. Wow. Wasting your
Nothing on the
resources.
edge.
He's pushing away the hero CAC.
Yep.
He's close to 20, I think.
Yep. There's one skull in CAC that he can grab as well. I have lost count on the skulls that he currently has. But I believe he is not. I believe he's more than one short of 20. But no, he went into DC with all of that. So
I don't think
he's
he
got
got.
it.
Yes, he does. Nope,
He's
he
got
doesn't.
10,
No.
but does not have the 20.
And there's the boss key on the tippy top hammer
Deep
chest.
fire. Deep, barren fire.
Yep.
Oh! A mirror shield?
Oh, on
Oh.
light arrow cutscene.
Ooh! Hello.
That's scary. That is 100% scary.
And he's going back to child. I think he's going into the well.
Oh yeah, I would too. He gets the remainder of the skulls as well from doing this, and a gigantic pool of checks, just waiting to be tapped into. That's true. Also, Furlan pointing out in chat, Dylan has chickens on his mind because he did not catch that hint that King Zora has been in that this is a Jet Seed mode, missing out on the hint.
Meanwhile, EarlWeird in the dragon fight, armed with bomb chews and nuts, is exploding the 2 hitboxes of Volvagia. One that plays whack-a-mole, one that is hidden in that that hole that he's bombing right now.
Ooh, close.
That was too close for comfort, definitely.
So the only reason I think Dylan is doing this is because of the double Kakariko Way of the Hero. And he knows that it can't be magic. So he's playing hard that the game is telling him the truth. And that there's something else in CAC that he absolutely needs. And at this point, it's either on 20 skulls or burning CAC. If it's burning CAC, it's for our light arrows. Or something to get the light arrows, like gold gauntlets or silver gauntlets.
Silver gauntlets would match up well with that nice shiny mirror shield.
Yeah, it would. But meanwhile, Dylan is checking chickens. Nothing on Volvagia, but EarlWeird first to the forest medallion. Let's see if they make a beeline for the Temple of Time and getting that song. It's either Serenade or Nocturne. I don't know which one you want to see.
At this point, you want it to be Serenade.
Yeah, Serenade would be really good to when you finally get that boomerang, just to dive in and to go.
And then wait for Ganon to tell you where the light arrows are, deep in shadow. It's Serenade! It is! Wow!
Ooh,
Okay.
then.
So the boomerang is blocking Nocturne, blocking our all dungeons. That's actually very good news. And that's our 4th vanilla song. Got Saria's, Epona's, Song of Time, and Nocturne, all vanilla.
That's nuts. What's our record for vanilla songs? I remember there was a seed back in season 2 where there were 6 vanilla songs.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that would be it. I think that was one of the ATZ matches in season 2, I want to say.
Yep, I was
But
commentating with Chimp when that happened, and we were like, "What is this?"
But EarlWeird here in CAC, I think he's just about at 20 Skulltulas. As Dylan is finishing up his chicken checks.
If not at 20, hopefully at 19 and able to grab that one on the roof.
And Dylan is not going for the well. Has he picked up an extra Skulltula? Oh, he's setting it tonight. Big brain play. Yeah, they are high-fiving at the 20 Skulltula check. Is this gonna be
split
big?
high five.
Oh, yeah, is this gonna be a progression moment, or is this gonna be a face palm moment?
If this is a face palm,
Ooh.
oh! All right,
Oh
I'm
my God.
I'm gonna open up a bet.
Archery.
No, we just saw archery.
No.
Didn't
We did?
we?
No, we haven't. The second wave of the hero at this point, it's either Nocturne or Light Arrows, either in Shadow or AD, or whatever's on Archery, which could be the Boomerang.
So DylanMeeble going into the bottom of the nose.
I don't. Yeah, okay. I was like, I don't agree with the well here.
Yeah, he's going back. He's doing shooting gallery, I think. I think chat's right.
Yeah, at this point, he figured it out. It has to be something in Archery.
All right,
Bad news for Earl the Weird.
I'm opening betting, and it's going to remain open for a very short amount of time, so get your bets ready for Where is the Boomerang? Opening in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yep, it's got to be either in the Ice Cavern, Frozen King Zora, the bottom of the well, 10 pose. I guess it could be in our chess minigame. It could be GTG, Gerudo Fortress, Spirit Temple, Gerudo Valley Hammer Rocks, or South Hyrule. I don't think either runner has done those bomb checks down there.
No, they haven't.
But Earl the Weird is going into Ice Cavern.
August, you've got it in your closet.
Nope, I do not have any bananas in the house, I promise.
That's unfortunate. You're low on potassium.
I've been keeping up on my supplements. I think I'm good. But luckily for Earl the Weird, we know the fountain is barren of treasure. Might be worthwhile to go check that hint by the fairy fountain. But
Yep.
Meanwhile, Dylan has remembered the final check here in Kakariko Village. Let's see what's on our shooting gallery.
As soon as the archery's last rupee is hit from my end of things, I'm closing the betting. So if you were wanting to bet, you got to get it in the next 20 seconds, if that. Where's the boomerang? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're closed.
It's fire!
Whoa!
Go to the Royal
composer
Tomb,
grave.
Dylan. Making a beeline, he knows exactly what to do. Way of the hero fire arrows for the Royal Tomb.
It could also
And that's-
be the.
So hold on,
Wasteland.
Kakariko gave us ZL and fire arrows for the Royal Tomb. I'm calling it now.
It could also be Spirit Key Logic. Yes.
Shush. I shushed you.
Yes. So ZL unlocked the hookshot.
Oh, it's not there.
I would reverse Wasteland so fast right now.
Yes, that's my thoughts exactly. He still has the Sun Song Grave here. Oh, feels bad, man. 90 minutes in. It's the Jet Seed is evaporating.
Yes. Worship me.
What?
For the seed.
Okay, moving on.
I think Crimson AE has just self-proclaimed himself the Rando God.
I'm not the rando god. I am just the.
The
I have
one
just
of the
I have
compendium?
inherited the will of Randobot.
Is that something
And-
that you want, though?
Dylan reversing. He's following that way the hero fire arrows.
Yes, Wasteland can have dins. Our first bow was in the crate in Valley.
Our only bow.
Our only bow, yeah.
Here we go, 2 checks in the ice cavern. The tension is mounting. Where's the banana? Where's our light
Where
arrows?
is it? I want to know.
Oh my god, if this is...
There's a bow!
Oh, bow and ice cavern.
There's a bow!
And he's not gonna clear it. He's bailing out of ice cavern. I don't know if I agree with that one.
It's a hard choice. It's
I wouldn't
a
say
long
I
time to
agree.
get back there if it's worth it. Oh my gosh.
And nothing in the wasteland.
Nothing in the
Okay, so
wasteland.
It is spirit key logic, so we need strength too.
The only thing I think I disagree with Earl leaving ice cavern is I don't think he even looked at the freestanding item.
I think he saw it on the way into the room. I don't think it was anything.
So that's good news for EarlWeird. That gives him some progression into his medallions. But we're still stumped as to our boomerang and our light arrows. Dylan going back, child. I think he's finally succumbed. He's gonna do the well.
I think he's gonna go Child Spirit.
Child spirit, you say, huh?
Just to get the fire check at least in there, see what small keys can lead to. I don't think that's a bad play, but
Yeah, so if he picks up 2 small keys, fire arrows are not required for Spirit Temple.
yeah, true.
But maybe he can get strength 2 here.
Oh, don't say something evil like that.
Well, I seem to recall one of my Challenge Cup seeds that had the first 4 checks in Child Spirit were Strength 1, Key, Strength 2, and Mirror Sheet.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was
Dang.
rough.
Clean room here by DylanMeeble.
And it is still anybody's race, especially because they're all found that bow. Both our racers have essentially everything the other one does.
Yep. And medallion-wise, it's only a matter of switching up which medallion is in which slot, and not much of a time difference. But I would say that as far as medallion progression goes, being halfway through the Forest Temple gives a little bit more lead on the time that it's going to take to get those medallions for EarlWeird, because it's still got to go all the way through fire for Dylan.
And then he's gonna do the same path with archery, and then he's gonna get the 2 checks and see
Oh,
that
he
it's
did
nothing.
not kill the Anubis. Yeah, that fire arrow way of the hero is real monk-ass. I was not expecting the fire arrows.
Not at all. That one took a weird turn.
I was expecting everything but that, to be honest.
This is the second race in a row that I've commentated with a Way of the Hero fire arrow.
Dylan did get one small key. So fire arrows not required for the map chest here in Spirit Temple.
But this is the only thing that would be left. So, is it Nocturne then, the Way of the Hero?
It's still a possibility. But of course, that would mean that the boomerang is, we're gonna get that before, not the Burning Cat cutscene. So if it's Nocturne for Way of the Hero, it's
Then
either
it's
all
light
dungeons
arrows.
or Shadow has light arrows.
Slingshot.
Ganon up.
Skullmask was dead. I don't
I need to
remember what it
update
had.
that.
Yeah, we found the hookshot in Goron City, the spinning pot. EarlWeird has officially passed halfway through the Forest Temple. Dylan about halfway through Child Spirit.
And here it is.
$50 from the map chest.
So it's not fire arrows.
One
It
possibility
is
left.
Nocturne. Wow.
Oh, actually, he has a small key, so it can't be this for Way of the Hero. Yikes. Is there anything else that unlocks fire? Nothing in GTG, nothing in ice, nothing in the well.
Nope,
I guess could
this
be
would
the
be it.
torches in the water temple, but we don't have the iron boots.
True. Well, we don't have. Yeah, you're right.
Yo, so
No,
for
no
Water
possible
Temple,
way of-
they just need a bow. So yeah, I
They
think.
also they would need a gold scale and long shot combo without the iron boots just to enter.
Yeah, and nothing would be logic for them to do. Just enter.
Key number 3. And Dylan going all the way out to the Colossus. Right hand, left hand, one of the hands.
Just to see.
Dylan at no fear against the Iron Knuckle. Even though he had only 3 hearts.
Too short to miss.
Making it look easy.
We can officially discount fire arrows as Way of the Hero now.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Dylan's got to be feeling pretty bad, especially with that time loss there going through Child Spirit.
But I mean, think about what the chances of EarlWeird not following that are once the option is on the table. Like it's a pretty. If you're running this seed and you don't have any other knowledge to go off of, it's a pretty clear, like, I need to be doing this right now. So, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I think they should have been in the well a good hour ago.
I think I would have done well now,
But,
to be honest.
Dylan going back adult, picking up his Master Sword. He
I
might be
guess
going to
he
Ice
was going
Cavern.
fire. Honestly.
Oh, that's right. He has. Well, it's Baron though, so he knows he's not going to be the boomerang or the lights. Although it could be the song in his mind. Yeah. He's either
He
going
wants to
ice or fire.
confirm. He wants to. I think he'll want confirmation on what the song is.
Yep, not a bad move. Also, another thing to the credence of EarlWeird not doing that last check in ice. The song wasn't going to be valuable. If the roles had been flip-flopped and it was Dylan that was in Ice Cavern with the same item set at the moment that was happening, it would have been worth it to go to the end of Ice Cavern just to have that bolero, so you didn't have to run through all of this Lost Wood.
Oh yeah, he would have gotten it for sure.
Yep, it does look like he's going into Goron City, into the crater. He's cleared all the checks in the area but the Fire Temple.
Gonna wind up checking everything except for Pierre as well.
Unfortunately.
Fire arrows led to nothing.
Yep, nothing in the Royal Tomb, nothing in the Wasteland, the Fire Checks and Child Spirit, both garbage. So unless it's Water Temple torches, where you need the Burning Cat song Nocturne. So that implies that light arrows are in Shadow Temple. Which should also mean we need to find Din's.
Oh god.
Oh, Shadow. No.
That could actually be a thing, yes.
Oh, huh. That's interesting.
Light arrows in Shadow Trial, yes.
That's something to keep in mind for the future. Dylan is gonna equip his Goron tunic. But EarlWeird entering the Phantom Ganon fight, one of the hardest bosses in the game. So where does Earl go after this?
I think he'll do exactly the same thing that Dylan just did. He's gonna get the fire arrows and then he's gonna do all the fire arrows checks. And figure out it's none of them. Yeah, Nocturne on Burning Cat seems to be the most likely option for that double attack way of the hero.
Given that they just have one medallion and it's from Jabu Jabu, do you go rush Ganondorf for the hint?
I probably would. But, pretty risky if you have a solid idea, I think. Because you don't have fire arrows to set.
It all depends on how much of the way of the hero they're thinking about. There is EarlWeird grabbing the mirror shield. I know I haven't seen it. Have we seen the Boulder of Destiny?
We have.
Yes, we
All right.
have. What we haven't seen
was
is
boo-boo garbage.
the remote grotto in Hyrule Field, and we haven't seen the scrub either.
Earl is summoning his horse. Will we see 10 big pose? We have 4 bottles.
We might.
We'll see at least 4 of them.
We haven't seen Tech Grotto either, no.
My only thought is, though, Big Pose is in the market, and the market is our way of the hero. Alright, Lens minigame from 10 Pose. Banana in the treasure chest minigame. Let's see it. To answer a question in chat, it looked like a jet seed for about an hour 15 minutes. But the banana has been the troll. We have double Cackway the hero. We found magic, ZL, and fire arrows in there. Can't be magic, because there was magic in the Lost Woods. Also Way the hero, for Rudo's letter. But now, since we've checked our fire arrow checks, we think it's Burning Cack.
Yeah.
And Burning Cack is Nocturne.
How often is it that you get a seed where you find stuff and it's like, yeah, this could really lead to stuff, and not only is it bait, but it's just like, it's a total like fit to the bill. You should do this. You have a double Way of the hero where 2 items that are in there eventually wind up dodging their way out of the list of possibility.
Yeah, we've checked all of our fairy fountains. Didn't find anything in there. We've checked half of Ice Cavern. We know Bolero is in there. So, yeah, not a whole lot that even ZL unlocked other than that Royal Tomb Song of Storms. I'm gonna say it again. One of these runners should have gone into the bottom well at least an hour ago.
There it is. Earl getting the fire arrows.
Yep, making
Everything
a beeline for that Royal Tomb. Yeah, he's gonna be following in Dylan's footsteps here.
Yep, there's no world where if it was me on EarlWeird's end or DylanMeeble's end, there's not a single world where I didn't do what they do.
Oh no, absolutely.
My only thought is Earl is gonna be adult, so he might opt to reverse over to GTG, considering that he's done half of the Ice Cavern.
You know, somebody did bet Ice Cavern final prize.
My bet was Iron Boots chest as well. So I'm evil.
Comes the spirit from EarlWeird. Or at least, oh, he's maybe getting ahead of himself?
Nope, he's gonna reverse to the Wasteland.
Okay, not gonna go into spirit directly.
So to trigger Burning Cack, you need the Force Medallion, the Fire Medallion, and the Water Medallion. So they need the Boomerang in order to complete Jabu to get Nocturne.
So Dylan about halfway through the Fire Temple. Yep, both of our runners dipped Jabu. The Boomerang chest, nothing but a pack of bomb chews.
Yep, and they have been totally packed to the brim with explosives this entire seed. At one point, Dylan sporting a hefty 40 bomb chews. Little bit of a cooldown on that.
Yeah, but he's gonna go Child Spirit afterwards. Exactly the same path.
Yeah, unfortunately for EarlWeird, he's gonna be following Dylan instead of taking the lead.
Now I see Earl doing well after Child Spirit, to be honest.
I think he should do the well before Child Spirit.
Because he's gonna be Child and Earl did already most of ice.
Yes, Cack is Way of the Hero twice. Only one item that is guaranteed to be it so far. There was one item. There is one check left there. It's Vanilla Nocturne, and we'll see how it goes. How it turns out. We had fire arrows put in there because that seemed like a guarantee to be Way of the Hero, but then nothing turned up, so it's been deleted out of there.
Yeah, unless it's in that Shadow Trial that someone mentioned.
That would be amazing. But if it's not, and it'd be the more likely option, then that means that our runners need Dense Fire. And no idea where that is.
Yeah, what we are very confident that ZL was definitely Way of the Hero. It unlocked our hook shot from the spinning pot.
And it's also worth noticing that the Way of the Hero ZL also gave us Song of Storms, which is required for WoW. And I think at least the Song of Storms grottos that our runners have checked is haven't given us anything, I want to say.
Yep, both grottos were checked, and the river is barren, so Frog's one is also garbage. And unfortunately, Shadow Magi, we have checked Child Spirit. We were able to get all the way over to the right hand of Colossus. So we know fire arrows aren't required for those checks in Spirit.
Yeah, Sunblock was a key.
The bet is still active, but we are not taking bets anymore. It was a quick opening because we were almost certain that we would have a clear chain to the boomerang once they had ended at adult archery, but it has been not so clear.
Yeah, given that we were able to access all of Child Spirit and come out of there with an extra key, I don't think fire arrows are required for Spirit key logic, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
Yeah, based on how the logic is made, like the worst possible scenario, I think it would make sense. Now
that means that silver gauntlets are available somewhere.
Yes, that would mean
nothing
that.
to turn up in Spirit except for keys and a slingshot upgrade. A total of 3 keys that were available to find on Child side.
We have seen child fishing. We have not seen any adult Lake Hylia.
Yeah, we had
Dylan
child fishing.
Entering the dragon fight.
Yeah, I think I've heard exactly what Shadow is mentioning about the fire arrows being in logic, even if it's a kid. I don't understand it though, but I think I've heard about it.
Well, it's because the seed expects you to spend the keys in the stupidest way possible. So if you had silver gauntlets available, and you spent all the keys really dumb, and you were unable to get in there as a child, I think it's in logic to go back there as an adult, shoot it with fire arrows, and all that jazz. But because we don't have silvers, it's still a possibility, but it's looking unlikely.
Okay, like it makes sense with silvers in the play, but without them it would be weird. I think you're right.
Dylan is okay. He did get the final bomb hit on Volvagia. So very efficient fight by DylanMeeble.
Oh, where's
no,
Toxic?
he
Not
didn't.
enough.
He missed the bomb. Whoops.
Shield chinking his way over to the wall to hang on.
So Bitsy, to tell you, to give you a summary, the first, I want to say, 60 to 70 minutes of, oh, he dies.
Ooh, there's the safety fairy though.
Oh, the fairy.
The safety
Yep, he
fairy
picked that.
finally sees the light of day.
I think he picked that up like
Oh,
at least an
double
hour
snipe!
ago.
Was it in Forest? I think it was.
Yep.
So the first 60, 70 minutes looked like a pretty jet seed to everybody. They got magic, they got Udo's letter, the bomb bag, they got a hook shot, a hammer. But then when it turned out that about finding where the boomerang is, it's nowhere to be found as of now. Oh, 548. Oh.
Yeah, EarlWeird is feeling pretty bad checking child fishing 2 hours in. Happy 2-hour mark, everybody.
Yep.
Dylan has the dragon down. Gonna pick up his Serenade, get the bad news that Nocturne is vanilla.
Right.
All that's left available to us at this moment is Ice Cavern, King Jabu, or King Zora, Bottom of the Well, Remote Grottos in South Hyrule Field, Hammer Rocks in Gerudo Valley, Gerudo Fortress, or GTG.
It's
So
a
if
lot
you
of
have a
places
bet-
if you're thinking about it.
Yeah. Oh, we also have Adult Lake Hylia.
Yeah, that's still a thing.
Maybe prioritizing Lake Hylia for this scarecrow, just so, well, it doesn't need the scarecrow to get that chest in Gerudo Fortress this time.
Nope, but might need the
I mean,
Scarecrow
yeah.
for Adult Lake.
Ooh, I think we're getting the grottos in
Get in the grottos
Hyrule
and
Field.
probably the valley, where he's gonna find that other bow.
The other bow. That's gotta
Yeah,
suck.
I agree. But I like this play from Dylan. You know, I think ideally you want to chase the furthest progression you have. And given that he just got Serenade of Water, he's gonna hang out here in the lake. While EarlWeird is just outside, getting some Sphere 1 checks. Alright, my bet is dead. Is not in the Hyrule Field Scrub. Let us check the remote grotto.
Okay. Is this the first time we've seen adult fishing?
I think it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fish being stingy today. It's fire!
There's
Fire.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Still have the top of the
Oh!
lab roof.
Wow.
Oh!
Don't forget our boomerang is still blocking Shadow Temple.
Yeah, that 100% kills the fire arrows.
I don't know if it kills the fire arrows.
No, it does, because that's a logical source. That's a sphere 0 or sphere 1 logical source of magic. because they had access to the river to buy those beans that would have got them to the that would have gotten them to the adult fishing where they had magic.
Okay.
Child can use that Din's fire. No need for fire arrows at all.
All right, that's a good point.
It's 100% none.
Yep. Stone Shadow strikes again.
Oh, I'm so proud of
And
myself.
our third bow.
Another bow.
So Dylan is gonna go check Hyrule Field, and I think he's going over to GTG. Where is our banana?
Where the banana is.
Banana blocking light arrows confirmed. Oh, the weird. Seeing his bow.
No, I don't. No, I don't want it.
He's got to be feeling bad there. So Earl the Weird was without a bow for a good 90 minutes. Was bailed out by his dip in the ice cavern. Unfortunately, he got to the alcove, and then he found the bow, and then he left. So we still don't know what's in deep ice cavern. Is Dylan going over to the valley, gonna check the hammer rocks and jump into GTG?
Oh, it's a good day to be one of the 253 people watching here on ZSR. If you're just coming on in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Check out those Way of the Hero and Foolish commands. Exclamation WOTH and exclamation Foolish if you are just counting on it.
We are getting a well play now. August is getting it.
Oh yeah! Hey, look at that.
This is the divergence I think that everybody wanted to see. Is well and GTG at the same time. The crazy amount of information we're about to obtain.
Oh, Dylan getting knocked out of the corner. I don't know if I've ever seen that. If the boomerang could be here in the bottom of the well, could be in GTG.
Could be literally anywhere at this point.
Could be in the ice cavern still.
Still thinking about that. I'm still thinking about that Nocturne. If it's gonna place the light arrows in Ganon's castle, or if it's gonna put it in Shadow.
Yeah, we could still get baited into Oops All Dungeons.
Still a possibility, yep.
Yeah.
Stick. To come back at that, Demon Maddie, I'm only a sadist when in the company of all of you other sadists. AKA when it's not me that is being trolled by the sadism.
So nothing on the fortress rooftop. Nothing but a couple keys so far in the bottom of the well. Dylan going into GTG.
Is the wealth of information everybody has desired. Right.
2 keys in the well, 2 keys in GTG. Who's gonna be the first to find the boomerang? Stay tuned here on CSR.
Yeah, that's a very weird route by Earl.
I think he wants to get the deepest parts of the well done, just in case him and Dylan are neck and neck.
Farroar's
There's
win!
Farroar's win. That could be very beneficial to EarlWeird.
A major time save, if used properly. Here's another scenario, too. If the boomerang is in GTG here, surely the next place that EarlWeird goes is to GTG, but that will mean
Yes.
DylanMeeble will never go to the well, also never have Farroars. So Earl has the distinct advantage of being able to, like, climb Ganon's tower to see where that light arrow is for sure. No risk involved with that anymore.
That is
That
a
is true.
good point. Does also benefit him, as we are fairly certain Stone Shadow is required. Can be very useful in Shadow Temple. Confirmed. Anyone who missed the Din's fire on adult fishing, that null and voids our fire arrows in our Way of the Hero CAC location. Four keys for Dylan. Another key in Steve.
Let's see what Brian gives you.
Nice hits. Nice hits. Nicely done, EarlWeird on Dead Hand.
$5 from the Cyclops. $20 from Dead Hand.
Yes, Fire Arrow could still be Way of the Hero for Shadow Trial.
Not with our Din's fire.
Yes, even with Din's Fire. That's the only place where Fire Arrow supersedes Din's
Really?
Fire, because Din's Fire doesn't get to the torch.
It does if you hook shot to it.
You need the long shot, I think, for that. Yeah, you need the long shot to get to the torch.
So yeah, one fire arrow check left. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm no expert in Trials logic at all. You barely see those plays.
Still no ring to be had. What is that? Is that
Oh,
ring?
that looks like strength 2.
Yes, it is.
Strength 2 in the bottom of the well. Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's going to open 4 extra checks in GTG when EarlWeird goes this direction as well. Silver's confirmed in the bottom of the well. Uh-oh. Looking more and more like an all dungeons bait. So that is a strength upgrade blocked by Zelda's Lullaby. 4 keys in GTG going around the loop.
Oh no!
Oh, he fell.
Whoopsie!
Thankfully has Farroar's win set. Or is going to set it.
Dylan is stave scumming here on the right side of the maze. One key on the right side. $20 on the right side, so 1 key on the right side.
All right.
Yeah, that's true. The hookshot is no longer locked by ZL because the Inspire is Sphere 1.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
That's true.
God damn it, logic. Well, nothing in the bottom of the well other than that strength upgrade. Let's see where Earl takes it. Does he go straight to GTG? Does he go into the Spirit Temple? Stay tuned on ZSR to find out.
Hard to tell. If I was Earl, it's really hard to separate my perspective from this race, right? But if I was Earl, I probably would want to go to Spirit Temple.
I'd do Spirit too, I think.
Yeah. At this point, I would probably want to go Spirit. It's right there. Half of it's done already.
Earl, though, making a change of play, going into the lake instead of the desert.
Gonna check what's up there. Is gonna get that Dins as well. Oh, gonna shoot the sun. We haven't seen that, have we?
Nope, he's feeling real bad right now.
If Boomerang is here. Oh, God. Oh, that's strength 3.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So our Song of Storms was in the Royal Tomb.
I'm so proud of my son right now. Yeah!
Wow.
I rolled this, it's Siri. I rolled it. That's me. I'm so proud of my son.
Now looks like he's making his way to the bottom of the well. He's not going to ice. He didn't even do horseback archery.
Yeah, the first 70 minutes of DC looked like Jet Set. Not anymore, it doesn't.
All right. Strength 3. Oh man. All right. Gotta come in and get that Din's fire for EarlWeird. Hey, thank you, Young Brown, for the tier 1 sub to ZSR2. Hope everybody is having a great time, as is Young Brown. There actually is a sub goal for ZSR2. You take a second to look at it over there. Link's crossbow training blind.
Does that mean they will be blindfolded, or is it that they have never played Link's crossbow training?
I would go with the latter, most likely.
I would prefer to view the former.
Oh, no,
yeah,
we
let's
would
go.
all prefer the former.
Let's see how quickly Dylan can route in the coffin. EarlWeird taking a rather unorthodox route through the well. Dylan probably gonna find it quicker. Curious if he jumps and bails out as soon as he finds it, just like Earl when he found the bow in the ice cavern. Speaking of bows, Earl is about to find his third and final bow.
He's like, wow.
Yeah, he's gonna pick that one up. And going to the desert. Are we gonna see Adult Spirit, or are we gonna go clear out GTG? Find out here, only on ZSR.
It's Spirit.
Who's that dungeon mon? It's Spirit.
Spirit Mon?
Spirit mon. Spirits be with you mon. Both of these runners are going to have the availability of Faror's Wind to secure where the light arrows are now. There is a 0 risk involvement with going up the tower to get that on both the left and right side of your screens.
I don't know if you can say zero risk, because that time taken to go up there set for his wind, that could be the time that, you know, is all that it takes for your opponent to win.
True, if your opponent's found the light arrows along the way, that is certainly the case. Although, I must say, I only see one possibility where both runners...
Hey, there's Greg.
come across it
Greg.
if it's in their path. Hey! Hey, I have a thing for that.
Yeah,
Oh.
do your thing. And strength 2 incoming for Dylan. Does he bail after this? Nope.
I don't think
Dylan's
he
gonna
does.
complete the well.
Ooh, gonna finish it. Luckily for Dylan, gonna come across bars for finishing it.
There's
Boomerang!
Lord Banana.
Oh! It's a done deal, almost assuredly. Boomerang has been found in the Spirit Adult All Key chest right there.
Yep, EarlWeird is in glow mode. Pretty convinced that light arrows are in Shadow Temple, but it's rando. Anything can happen. Did anybody win the bet?
No, but we have a rule here that we go by the Price is Right rules. So the closest without going over.
I would go with the closest at this point because that's literally the first check as an adult in Spirit.
Yep. The closest without going over belongs to X staff with Spirit left hand.
So EarlWeird at about 2 hours and 20 minutes has taken a gigantic lead above Dylan. There's still a good, you know, with 5 to maybe 8 minutes within each other. That's if Dylan goes straight from the well to Adult Spirit. But it looks like Earl's game to lose at this point.
Yeah, Melrose, that's a possibility. It sure is.
But I told them like over an hour and a half ago at this point, go into the bottom of the well. They would have Thor's Wind. It would be been set in Jabu Jabu. They would have grabbed their strength upgrade. I think if you dip the well, it was a jet seed, even if Nocturne being required.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, we still don't know exactly where the light arrows are, and it could still be AD or something stupid.
Honestly, the worst placement would be in the worst placements would be in the toilet of GTG or the river chest and water temple, because that requires finding irons, and it also requires finding the long shot.
Well, they could do the river without the long shot.
That's true. They could do the river
Theoretically.
without a long shot. They could do oh, without a long shot too. So never mind. Just irons, or a combination of another scale in the long shot for the water water temple entry.
Yeah, unfortunately, they cannot do the river
that's
chest
true.
with just the hook shot because
It's true. They need the
it's
long shot
locked. Yeah, it's locked under Song of
to
Time.
get Song of Time.
Woohoo! Yeah, that's one of the contributing factors as to why it would be really bad, though.
So
Have
final
that.
check here for Dylan. And going straight to the temple, gonna pick up his Master Sword. Is he thinking GTG? Or is he thinking Adult Spirit? Either way, he's still a good 5 minutes at least behind EarlWeird.
What a race this turned into.
At this point, I think Dylan will go Spirit because it has the most checks. Not only the most strength 2 lock chests.
That is the mathematically advantageous play to make. And that's the play Dylan's making.
Yep.
But EarlWeird was swimming into Zora's domain from the lake at about 220.
So the boomerang, you're gonna see it in like 40 seconds on Dylan's side.
In case you missed it, get your all hails in chat.
Yeah, 90 seconds is more accurate, yeah.
And fortunately, every second counts. As EarlWeird is gonna enter the easiest mini-boss of the game, despite what you might have thought as a child. And just like that, big Octo down for EarlWeird. And there
Boomerang.
is Lord Banana. Oh,
Obligatory okay boomer.
and not wasting any time with shield dancing or dropping bombs. Dylan going straight for Jabu Jabu. And I'm gonna say he is over 6 minutes behind Earl at this point.
Yeah, over 6 minutes. There's room to catch some of that up. Historically, over this race, execution on the left side of the screen has been just a tad better than on the right side. Sure, we'll see a blue switch skip from DylanMeeble as well.
Nope, Earl is not missing. It's gonna have to be one troll of a Baronade for Dylan to catch up. And yeah, Dylan is about 6 minutes behind. And very clean Baronade fight so far from Earl.
Yep. 2 strikes. Use the third one. Right here.
And unfortunately, Dylan might actually be able to blame chickens. He missed the hint sitting right there in front of King Zora that hinted to chickens. And then about 5 minutes later, he was doing chickens. And did not pay out. But DylanMeeble entering Jabu Jabu as EarlWeird picking up the final prize, just the Hylian Shield. So Earl the Weird, a whole Jabu Jabu's belly ahead of Dylan.
Welcome on in, everybody coming in from Zelda Speedruns 3 to an exciting conclusion, question mark, of a race that has turned from jet seed question mark to oh no exclamation mark pretty quickly. But we're presumably on the path to the exit.
Yep, we are in glow mode, looking for those light arrows. It's pretty likely that they are going to be in the Shadow Temple. Given our Way of the Hero hints and all the bait that we have feasted upon.
I really hope Shadow Temple only has an item to get the light arrows, honestly. That would be huge.
EarlWeird is ascending the castle, gonna get that light arrows hint. Hopefully it's not in GTG. Hopefully it's not at the Water Temple. That would require doing all dungeons for Song of Time, which would mean we would need our long shot and our iron boots.
Ooh. Outside
Well,
Ganon's
here we
castle
go.
would be a good one. Shadow Trial or Light Trial would also be a good one.
I would be okay with OGC and long shot in Bongo. That would be a good one.
Our world record holder of Zuder suggesting that they should not be up here for the hint.
Right.
Lizalfos defeated. Stalfos incoming.
How about this? Can we get a validation light arrow?
Nope, not gonna happen. For anyone not in the know, this flaming chest in the Stalfos room is affectionately referred to as the validation chest, even though opening it does not do anything for your run. But that would be the most convenient place for the light arrows.
Yep, could be irons. If you're coming up all this way to check this hint, I don't think you should skip it.
Oh, and
Ooh.
EarlWeird taking a whack. Luckily has a blue potion. Thinking fast. Doesn't want to take a death in this room. Unfortunately, the Iron Knuckles, at least one of them, has been activated. So this is going to be a bit of a time sink for EarlWeird, allowing Dylan precious seconds to catch up.
Thank you, What the Hell's Happened, for your Twitch Prime subscribing and love-scribing to ZSR2.
About 24 hours after cinching up the world record at 1 hour 21 minutes. Meanwhile, Big Octo is down on Dylan's side. EarlWeird, one more staircase to climb.
Come on, say in my castle. In my castle, come on.
Hey, it's
Oh,
okay,
and-
What the Hell's just 44 more subs and we can get Blind Link's crossbow training.
Yep, baited by the hype race to subscribe to ZSR. And here we go. What does Ganondorf have to say for us?
The light arrows are in shadow!
Shadow.
Surprise, surprise. But how deep in shadow do we have to go? And with that Pharaoh's Wind set, EarlWeird has immediate access back to Ganondorf. So it is his game to lose.
Yeah, Dylan needs a miracle at this point.
Yep. Yeah, sure. We can open up a bet for which chest. All right, opening bets in 3, 2, 1 and a half and a quarter. Betting. Someone coming in with that hot Din's Fire required chest.
Well, theoretically, the whole dungeon is this fire required.
Yeah, that's what the big brain of that bet is. That big brain. Bet August's ego for rolling the seed. But I'm the one that rolled this seed. It's my ego. It's my son.
Yeah, I don't roll seeds. I don't want swarms of Zooter racers after me. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, let's just make August roll all of our seeds. See what happens.
I mean, if I start rolling seeds, you might pick up some blue fire arrows. Just saying.
I'd be okay with that.
Hey, that means you can do Great Bay in the next game.
See, Chaos Lord is telling you, if you roll bad seeds, Chad will be on your side.
Well, that was the wrong yellow item. Going full Bill Gates mode, throwing all of that money on the ground. It's like, that's not a light arrow. So this is pretty cool. EarlWeird, seeded number 32, gets to move on, probably, to the losers bracket round 2. DylanMeeble, perhaps seeing the last of his appearances in season 3.
I support 100% what Kuribot is saying. Let's just stick a huge rupee to an arrow and say that's light arrow.
Feel the power of riches. Let's see if DylanMeeble goes for some Ganon's trial checks before heading up the tower.
I can't imagine.
Yeah. The light arrows could be in a lot of places, so it wouldn't be beneficial.
Riches be crazy. Oh, it's hump time from Gibdo.
He really wanted a hug.
Whiff! Hump time for all the Gibdos. Cleanly done. Iron Knuckles on DylanMeeble's end. Smile.
Good seeds.
Still on the hunt for the... Where they be? They be not there.
We are going deeper into the Shadow Temple as Dylan is setting his Pharaoh's Wind, about to get the very unsurprising hint of light arrows in the Shadow Temple. But Earl is on pace for a sub 3-hour seed.
Earl says, you had your chance to just freeze. Now I kill you. Barely making it under the guillotine, but does. Alright, and so here they go. Both in full possession of what it takes to make it to the end.
But Earl with half of Shadow almost under his belt. This is a GG most likely.
Unfortunately, they have already both completed as deep a fire as they can because the boss key was located on the Megaton Hammer chip.
It is Earl's game to lose. And
There they are.
And there are the light arrows, so we are about less than 6 minutes away from victory. Unfortunately, this will be the end of the tournament for DylanMeeble. And EarlWeird will be moving on against the winner of the seed earlier, no spoils, but it will be either against Bonnaroo or Cola OSU.
Yeah, this dwarf fight needs to be really long for Dylan to catch up.
We have a winner exactly on the mark. Elegachua coming in with Invisible Blade Room, Invisible Chest. Congratulations to you and GG.
We have the dwarf fight bottle equipped. Unfortunately, no big Goron swords, and it's 10 hits. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One cycle.
One.
Very nice by EarlWeird. So we have the dwarf defeated, and here's Ganon. Alright, here's Ganon. Who's hungry for bacon?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty good right now.
Yeah, that just made me hungrier than I already was.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, in just a few minutes, EarlWeird will be slicing up some tasty strips of demonic bacon.
Better share when he comes in here for an interview.
Yep, GTG completely foolish. Ice Cavern also would not have been a great play, except EarlWeird was bailed out with another bow in there.
Yep. That was probably the savior of the seed for him was that bow. Of all the things.
Absolutely. GTG bait, just like those fire arrows. We saw both runners get fire arrows in way of the hero cack, rush to the Royal Tomb, rush to the Haunted Wasteland, rush into Child Spirit, and it was all bait.
All of it.
Because about 5-10 minutes later, they picked up Din's Fire from Adult Fishing.
Yeah,
And
on an uncanny route, too, like an uncannily similar route.
Yep. But there is the magically imbued Master Sword. And just like that, EarlWeird is moving on to the losers brackets, facing against Bonnaroo or Cola OSU, the winner of the previous match featured earlier today on ZSR. Please, no spoils for anyone who has yet to see that match.
Here, I'll spoil it for you. The seed one. Probably. I don't know. I didn't watch it. I didn't get a chance to watch it, so I don't want any spoilers myself.
Chat
there it
always
is.
wins.
Get your GGs in chat for EarlWeird. DylanMeeble as well, but unfortunately we'll be saying it goodbye to DylanMeeble as a racer for this tournament. But he might not be checking out IRC. Oh, never mind. He's definitely looking at IRC. But let us hope both these runners join us in here for a post-race interview.
Yes, indeed.
Meanwhile, if you haven't already joined the Discord, you should join the Discord. Learn how you can get involved racing seeds, commentating seeds, tracking behind the scenes. I want to give a shout out to our trackers for this raid.
Yes, indeed. Trackers, the unsung heroes of everything. But we like to sing their praises. I don't know that unsung is the right word. The hidden heroes, rather.
Yes, no pen name girl and Saberstorm behind the scenes tracking for us. Make sure you give them a follow, as well as our racers. Without the racers racing these races, we wouldn't have these races to watch being raced. And what else do we have going on this week? On Thursday, 8 p.m., we have Mr. Mario versus Westifer. And then on Saturday at 6 p.m., Sanzenu versus Mean Mido. And on Sunday, we have the Salty Sponge versus Sea Falcon at 2 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see everybody there. Hype races going on left and right.
Yes, indeed. Plenty on the plate for ZSR. So, let's
have
our two runners who have both agreed graciously to come in and interview with us.
After a seed like that, I sure hope so.
And here they are. Thank you guys for running. GGs to both of you for actually outstanding performances as well.
GG.
Yeah, very close to an AD seed. Very, very close. So, tell us, just before we start throwing questions at you, what were your thoughts?
It was the worst kind of seed for me because we had so many items and so much progression early on. That's just it's not the seed I like. And then it all went downhill when I was trying to follow the second Way of the hero and went to or I forgot about adult archery, so I did chickens and 20 skulls and found nothing, so got really confused. And then found fire arrows and got even more confused.
You and everybody in chat.
Yes.
How were they way of the hero? I don't understand still.
So they were not. Nocturne wound up being your last way of the hero.
Oh, of course. Okay, yeah, okay, I gotcha.
So your
Yeah, ZL and Nocturne.
I don't know if you know this, but because I think we were speculating that because this seed felt so fast at the beginning, and that we had so much information to work with, you started skipping hints before you had all of your hints available to you. Do you recall missing one?
I don't think so. If it was a sometimes hint.
It was a
Yep,
sometimes
it was.
hint, and it was for
Yes.
chickens. It was a dead
Oh.
chicken's hint.
Okay.
It
In
was
front
at
of
King
King
Zora.
Zora.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, Earl got that. You missed it, and then a few minutes later, we're checking chickens. But both of you got baited by those fire arrows. Picked them up, went straight to the royal tomb, straight to the haunted wasteland. Earl beat you into the bottom of the well, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I had found fire arrows first when I was there, like that was the first routing mistake I think I made. And if I had found fire arrows and then after coming back to do chickens and 20 skulls, I might just go ahead and dip bottom of the well right there. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, for a good while, you were in the lead because of that bow in Gerudo Valley. Earl was bailed out after he went halfway through Ice Cavern to find a second bow.
Okay.
And then he rushed the forest temple, and it was off to the races for the banana. But y'all played very well. Very similar routings, but kind of chose different paths here and there. Unfortunately, we're having a bit of technical difficulties on Earl's side.
Uh-oh. We got a GG squeaked out, and that was enough for us to say, oh, GG, technical issues, start now. Thankfully, they didn't happen during your run. No FPA needed to be called in. Huh.
But definitely for the first, I want to say 70 to 80 minutes, we were all thinking Jet Seed, all right, let's go. And then after those fire arrows, it's like, oh, is it all dungeons for spirit key logic? And nope, well, then we found Dins, and scratching our heads even.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a hard one to play. Like I said, it just wasn't my type of seed where you have everything open so early. There's always, you're going to hit some roadblock normally for one item, and then it's just okay everywhere. And yeah, fire arrows were a big issue. And then after I made that first routing mistake, it all kind of just went downhill for me anyway. Oh, did you like my Volvagia fight, by the way?
Yes, that was something that fairy helped you out.
That was pretty sick, right? Double
I don't
troll
think I've seen that.
into dying to the
boulder.
boulder.
The boulder that comes out of nowhere.
That might be the boulder of destiny. But unfortunately, we're gonna say goodbye to Dylan in the tournament. We hope to see you here in the commentators booth for some of the upcoming races.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. I can probably hop in for some, sure.
Yeah, can't wait to have you. So, already went over what all else ZSR has to offer today. I hate to leave Earl, so like if you have any thoughts on the seed, feel free to say them in chat while I'm looking at something else here real quick. But hey, to the comms team, this was really fun to be on with you guys. I have to say that it was a pleasure to be talking about some Zelda with you guys.
You have a question from a viewer. Can we have the location of the long shot, please?
Sure, let me release the spoiler log.
We know Strength 3 was on Shoot the Sun.
Right. Just a click away here from finding that. I just need to recall the seed ID.
But we saw Earl pick up the bow in Ice Cavern. I imagine that was a big sigh of relief. And then found the other two shortly after that. But that bowman, that can be the make or break it.
All right. Long shot spoilers coming your way shortly here on ZSR2. All spoiler says.
Hook shot in
Hookshot
Goron
1
City.
is located
Oh god.
at the Goron City pot, freestanding piece of heart, and the second hook shot is located on the Water Temple map chest.
Yep.
Second hook in
French
water.
vanilla.
What about
So-
Iron Boots then?
Yeah, where they?
Iron boots. That's a good one. Iron. The iron boots were in Ganon's castle. Shadow Trial first chest.
Well, good
good
thing
stuff.
never needed those.
It would have been amazing though.
Oh, you should
other-
go back and see some of chat suggestions about like light arrows being in Shadow Trial or in the river chest and Water Temple. Throwing all the trolls out there.
Yep. And let's take a final look here. I think that's all that I have. Also, the last progressive scale that might have helped us to wind up having something logically in Lake Hylia was located on the Shadow Temple boss key chest. But no chance of having it logically in and not, already at the end of the run. So, GG's to everybody. Can't wait to see some more of the action that EarlWeird is going to get himself into once we see Losers Bracket Round 2 coming your way here on Zelda Speedruns. DylanMeeble,
I missed.
thank you so much for playing.
Yep, no problem. Thanks for commentating, and thanks everyone else for watching.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I think that does it for us tonight.
Yep.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yes,
Have
indeed.
a good one, GG Earl.
GG's to everybody, and thank you for the audience who came out and watched. Oh, last thing, actually. Go and follow all of your runners, or both of your runners. Go and follow anybody that's on the tracking team that has a Twitch. And go follow anybody on the commentary that has a Twitch as well. It would all be... It's ecstatic to have you all.
It would be
And-
Twitcherific.
A Twitcherific. I like it. We've made a lot of new verbs on this channel today. So, with that out of the way, let's go and have fun until the end of the night with the person we are rating. GG's.
Yep.
Peace out, Cub Scouts.
That's all, folks.